Hey, love bugs, what's up? I hope you're having a good morning, noon, night, whenever this video may reach you. Do your girl a favor and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you could get that thing whenever I upload a new video. I wanted to share with you guys that Diddy, Sean Puffy Combs, P. Diddy, is officially on suicide watch. He is officially on a watch because they think that he might potentially try to unalive himself. I believe it was Sloan Bella who came out and said that she saw that he would end it all. I personally said this to you all as well. Diddy, first of all, he's a Scorpio. Scorpios are very showboaty. They care a lot about optics. They do not want people to see them in a certain light. And I personally feel like Diddy would not be able to live a life on this physical plane during this time as anybody other than Diddy. I do not think that he will be able to take this fall from grace. Like, this really seriously is hitting him very, very hard because he has been living his life like a god. He has had the success, he has had the fame, he has had the accolades, he has had everybody at his whim. He legit is a billionaire. So I just don't know that he would be able to live this life without being the Sean Puffy Combs. What's up, you guys? I'm waiting for a few more of y'all to join us. Hey, JD Illuminated. What's up, Unique? Hey, PJ. Hey, Feisty Goddess. What's up, Vivian? Hey, Alicia. How are you guys? Make sure you are paying an entry fee to my house. It is free $99. All I need you to do is hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Withdrawals are worse than being in. Yeah, I'm sure he's losing it. Yes, because he got caught with that, with that fairy dust, with that the sprinkle with the powder. He got caught with the powder. Hey, Janetta, what's up? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. How you been, boo? Okay, so we are going to get into this this article. Hey, Sunsets. It's about character and morals. Yes, I do not think that he. Hey, Jesse, I don't think that he is having. Hey, Kim, I don't know that he's able to deal with his fall from grace. Because think about it, he has been living in this fantasy world. Everyone has loved him. He has always been adored and admired, and everyone always wanted to be like Diddy. He was always up in the videos. People would name drop him in songs. Like, he was a gatekeeper in the entertainment industry for over, like, basically 3 decades now. So, for this to be how his legacy is turning out, like, I personally feel like he would probably prefer to just off himself as opposed to living like a regular person. I don't think that he will be able to do it. I really don't. Okay, so this is a magazine from People Entertainment. This was published at, I believe, 9:30. Sean Diddy Combs placed on suicide watch while awaiting trial, but mental state is unclear. Sources say, and this is an exclusive, this article once again was published maybe 40 minutes ago, 45 minutes ago. Combs is being held at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center after being denied bail twice. So he tried to have a bail hearing twice, and he was denied following an indictment on X crimes against him. Hey, Amberella, what's up, AD? How is everybody tonight? So Diddy, they think he about to try to unalive himself. They think he gonna off himself. And this is just like I said this to you all before. I don't know if you remember, but I said I do not think that Diddy will be able to continue to live this life without being the Puffy Diddy Combs. I just don't think it. Sean Diddy Combs is on suicide watch as he awaits trial in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center. Sources tell People Combs, 54, was arrested at a Manhattan hotel on the night of Monday, September 16th. The next day, his indictment was unsealed, revealing that he's charged with trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. He was remanded to the MDC on Tuesday, September 17th, after pleading not guilty and being denied bail twice this week. It is not known if Combs is suicidal or how long he has been on suicide watch. Sources tell People that it is for excuse me, that it is for preventative measures as Combs is in shock and his mental state is unclear. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, National Institute of Corrections, suicide watch is a supervisory precautions taken for suicidal inmates that require frequent observation. People reached out to the Bureau of Prisons in SDNY. During a court hearing, Combs' attorney, Mark Nifolo, asked a judge for the music mogul to be transferred to a prison in Essex County in New Jersey. The decision was ultimately put in the hands of the Bureau of Prisons. People reached out to Combs' attorney for comment. Want to keep up with the latest coverage? Sign up, blah, blah, blah. MDC which houses 1,600 inmates, many of whom await a trial, is known for being dangerous and understaffed, with a high number of unalives and people unaliving themselves. In their motion for Combs to be granted bail, his attorneys wrote that several courts in the district have recognized that the conditions of the Metropolitan Detention Center are not fit for pre-trial detention. Just earlier this summer, an inmate was unalived. The legal team added at least 4 inmates have unaliving themselves there in the past 3 years. In the indictment against Combs, he was accused of forcing victims to have freak offs, which, this word is hilarious to me, which prosecutors describe as an elaborate and produced actual performances. He allegedly used his fame and influence as well as, substances like the cocaine, ketamine, oxycodone, to coerce and intimidate women to join the freak-offs. Additionally, the freak-offs was sometimes allegedly captured on camera without the victim's knowledge. Federal investigations seized 3 AR-15 pow-pows and 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Like, what in the fuck? What? That don't even make no type of sense, y'all. 1,000 bottles? Like, what is happening? What is happening? Oh my God. And lubricant. When raiding his Miami and Los Angeles homes this past March, another conference hearing for Diddy is set for Tuesday, September 24th at 10 a.m. Should I go? You guys? Should I try to go? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. If you are someone you know, okay, blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop. So what do you all think of this? Let me stop sharing this. They posted it on a neighborhood talk. Pretty much. Yes, you all think I should go up to the court to try to see what's going on at the hearing? Okay, maybe I will. So Tuesday, maybe I'll go up there. Diddy doesn't give a damn about being exposed. He's gonna snitch on politicians, so they're gonna unalive him before he can speak. Oh, so you think they're gonna unalive him and make it look like he did it himself? You should go get your content. Yeah, maybe I should. I think maybe I will, because that isn't my, that's in my neck of the woods. Let him stay in jail. He's a criminal and a detriment to and of society. Yes, more content, more money. Yes. Hey, Media New Post, what's up, boo? So let me share what they was saying on media, what they were saying on the neighborhood talk, and we can read some of the people's comments. Shouts out to the neighborhood talk fair use. Diddy reportedly placed on suicide watch as he awaits trial for ex-trafficking case to begin. And yeah, so he got to stay behind bars. In this case, I find the presumption has not been rebutted. So Sean Combs will be detained. Neighbors, it looks like the authorities are keeping a close eye on Diddy. It's reported that he has been put on suicide watch following his bond proposals being twice, according to People, which is the article that we just read here at the Love Jones Show. Diddy has been placed on suicide watch at Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center, and while it's unknown if he's actually suicidal, authorities are taking preventative measures to ensure his safety due to him possibly being in shock and his mental state being unclear. Per the U.S. Department of Justice National Institute of Corrections, the suicide watches are supervisory precautions taken for suicidal inmates that require frequent observations. So they're saying that's a personal problem. Justice for Kim Porter. There's people who are probably suicidal because of him. Oh, that's a good one. And I agree. Can all the blogs get together and make a Diddy watch page and post all of the stuff about the diddler there so we can get regular news again? I'm over diddler. Oh, shut up. I had a feeling this man would try and off himself. He's not man enough. Oh my God. My allergies been acting crazy, y'all. I've been having like sinus issues and feeling like I'm sneezing and coughing and a slight headache. I don't know what's going on, but every time the season starts to change, this happens to me. I have been taking colloidal silver and some oil of oregano, and I have been taking some really good honey lozenges. So I should be good in a couple days, but child, I don't know what's happening. But I do know because I just told y'all in very, very in a detailed way. Anyways, um, not to sound insensitive, but I just knew he think unaliving would be an easier way out instead of taking accountability. He's probably going through withdrawals. That's what someone in here, one of you all just said that. Boy ain't been sober since the 80s. I always find it strange how people praise someone's downfall. Nothing about this is funny. Girl, shut up. Nobody's praising this. At the end of the day, he has victimized a lot of people. What about those people? Here we go, Jeffrey Epstein. So that's what I was saying when I was like, are they going to unalive him? And they just putting this out here as a precursor, like, oh, hey, guys, he's on Suicide Watch. So because we all know he's going to sing like a canary. He said it in one of his songs like 20 years ago. I can't play it because we can't play it, but he legit said, if you tell the feds to come and get me, tell the cops come and get me. If you think I'm going down, I'm taking all of y'all with me. This is a lot going on. So what y'all think? Me Too sinus is really acting up. Yes, it's annoying. Those guards didn't do their job in the Epstein case. He's an anteater looking ass, hates the face. Not his anteater looking ass. I cannot. Yes. Jeez Louises. Y'all is hilarious. Oh my goodness. Yes, he under watch. So when they pick him off, no one will question it. Man, he must be on the slip and slide with all that baby weight. That part. Yes, give the live coverage. I think I'm gonna try to go. Yes, you should go. Your channel will blow up like another YouTuber did with Tory Lanez. I don't know if they'll let me in the courtroom though. I don't know. I don't know how that works. But I probably would have to get there like super duper early. I'm gonna try, and we'll see. You all some other messages also came out because y'all know that they said that he was like legit texting people, and then his son came out, Christian came out and basically said, the publicist said that she didn't witness Diddy do any of the things that he's accused of, but seen a lot of other industry people do these things. And this is what I just said to y'all before I read y'all the People article. That's legit what I just said, because honestly, a lot of the industry is exactly like this, y'all. Thank you, Jesse Bush, for the super sticker, babe. Never forgave Diddy for making those kids walk 3 hours for cheesecakes. This is what he gets. One thing karma gonna do is always spin a block. That's one thing it's always gonna do. Have a mini camera. I don't have a mini camera. And I ain't getting paid until the 23rd to even go and try to buy one. I mean, y'all could donate if y'all want me to go and try to get a mini camera, child, by Tuesday. Well, I would need to get it by Monday because I'm going to have to be at the courthouse early on Tuesday morning. All right. Once again, shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. So Christian Combs' publicist says she has never witnessed Diddy do any of the things he's accused of, but has seen other powerful men in the industry do things. There are a lot of other powerful men in this industry that I have witnessed do worse. And you know what? It's true, you guys. It's true. This is not exclusive to Diddy. So this is what we were saying early on once he started to fall from grace. I said, Diddy fell out of grace with somebody. He didn't do something that he was supposed to do, or he did something that he was not supposed to do. And the people are making him pay for it. It's either that or he's being scapegoated and he's taking a fall for something that's much bigger. Either that or he's taking the fall for something that's much bigger. I don't know. Everybody up in here, hit the like button. Hit the like button and then subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. So her name is Linda Luna. This Diddy controversy is truly so unfortunate. I work with his son Christian as his publicist in the music area, and I have worked with other his other son Justin too for several years, and I've been around and interacted with Diddy many times. I've been to his parties and the after parties, and I've never seen what they are trying to chart. Wait, hold up. I've never seen what they are claiming / alleging, but I cannot speak for others. However, I do believe that he's trying to change his life around. I think he was too, to a degree. Like, I feel like he knew that the chickens was gonna come to roost, so he had to start making small changes. And I've heard a lot of people say this. I saw Charlamagne say this. Diddy should have got married. Like, I don't know what he was doing. The last baby that he had, he should have married her mother. He should have got married. He should have really became the family man that he pump fakes and scams the public like he is. And he should have just really relaxed on the freak offs. It's like, bro, you like 55 now. Like, why do you need to be freaking off so much? You need to get in some intensive therapy. You need to repent for all of the things that you've done. And when he still had a chance to recover, when he still had a chance to repent, that's what he should have done. The last 2-3 years, he should have been cleaning it up. He should have been cleaning it up. Like, he should have got married. And this is why y'all know we always talk about this. And I always say that when a man wants to like really build an empire and build a big career and secure a different type of bag and be in a different tax bracket, having a wife will help him out so much. Being married is way more beneficial to a super successful man in the business sector, for his public persona, for his image, for securing certain types of business deals, for people to even trust you in certain arenas. Having a wife helps you. And this is why Jay-Z was able to pivot into the business mogul that he was able to turn into, is because he married Beyonce. But no, Diddy the diddler wanted to steal Dick and Dodge. That's the problem. There were minors at the freak off. They are covering that. Wait, what? Where? Because that lady, the lawyer that I showed you all earlier, she said there were no minors. You cannot compare him to R. Kelly. You cannot compare him to Epstein because there were no minors. Wow. Where they covering that at? Jesse, did you see that somewhere that I have not seen it yet? Okay. So she says, where am I at? But it seems like it was too late, and his past transgressions have come to light now, and he has to face the consequences. But let's remember, no one is limited to God's grace and mercy. So hopefully he will find redemption within that. And if God's will, he'll get another chance to make it right and redeem himself. And if he get another chance, he needs to get the hell out of America, and he needs to find him a wife. He needs to get a wife. He needs to go into extensive therapy. He needs to go into rehab. Like, he needs to go to sex rehab. He needs to do the whole shebang bang. Where am I at? He'll get another chance to make it right and redeem himself with those that have been affected by him. But if not, hopefully his consequences will serve as a proactive example and change in the industry. That's what I said too. I was saying this earlier, like, I think I was saying this to Storm. Well, I'll tell you all what I was saying after this, especially towards women, because there are a lot of other powerful men in the industry that I have witnessed do worse, if not the same as the allegations in this case. So anyways, God bless him and the family and the victims, as they deserve justice for whatever the truth is. Whatever is truth in all of this, and may God have mercy on all people casting stones or judgmental opinion. So this is what I was saying earlier to Storm. I was saying, because Storm was like, hey, yo, like, he'd been on a conspiracy kick, and so have I. Me and Storm have so many parallels. It's just fucking freaky. But I was like, same, and like to see all of it come to pass, like when you were saying these things, or when you did hear of these things, you were privy to it, everybody just thought you was crazy and was just a conspiracy theorist, But now that we're seeing it come to pass, it's like, wow. And I was saying, I didn't really ever think that we would see a day where we would see Diddy actually like in jail, you know what I mean? And like fall from grace the way that he has. Like, of course, maybe like a lawsuit here or there, a payoff here or there. However, I thought that he probably would just unalive in old age, and then people would come out and start to do the biopics, start to make the documentaries. Like, I thought that that's how that would go, because the entertainment industry is like this. Just like how this publicist said, this is how it is. I'm not saying that it's okay. I'm actually happy that we are living in a day and age where the revolution is actually being televised. I think that this is the most amazing part of being alive right now. Like, do y'all understand how much historical things we are living through? Like, we are legit living through change. Like, this is just like, it's so beautiful to be here. You know what I mean? Like, although certain victims and certain demographics of people are still not heard as they need to be. And that is something that we have to continue to work on. And we got to continue to be the change that we want to see by speaking out, no matter how much people going to talk crap about us or whatever people going to say. Hello. Hey, what's up? I'm doing good. I don't have no complaints. Yeah. But I'm doing, oh, what you said? No, I'm streaming a show right now. So can I call you back? Okay, bye. Yeah, so the fact that we're getting to see like people get justice, and the fact that we're getting to see like the monsters and the boogeyman that is, like really have been running these industries and the gatekeepers and all of that, like everybody is having their day. And I think that it's really like amazing because this is how the whole entertainment industry is. Like y'all gotta know, like this is not just limited to Diddy. And this is why a lot of people are like, oh, y'all just want to bring a black man down. No, he's not the only one. But the fact that he even is carrying on like this is not okay either. And just because he's black, just because he's a black man, we should not give him no grace for the heinous crimes that he's being accused of. And we can't even just say that this is just merely accusations, because we saw him dragging Cassie and beating her up and down in the hallway in that hotel. We saw that. Now, if people want to say, oh, this is just lies and this is just people just making up stuff and they just want to mess up a black man's legacy. No, this is not like Bill Cosby when women were coming out from 1932 and didn't have a great kit in hand and we didn't have no footage. We didn't have no proof. No, we saw physical video, visual proof of him beating Cassie up and down that hallway, kicking a monkey stomp and throwing a vase at her. Like that was just the most scary. Like I just cannot imagine how traumatized Cassie was. And the crazy thing is, I heard about this incident when it happened. That Cassie was in the hallway crying in a hotel because she did not want to do a freak off. They didn't call it a freak off, but I promise to God, I'm not. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Somebody told me that was working with Diddy Camp, oh yeah, he be doing crazy ish to Cassie, like, and then but then that same man, when the stuff started coming out before we saw the actual visual, was like, oh no, like Cassie be arguing with him too, like nah, he ain't really hit her like that, it ain't really that serious, like everybody just want to pay they the same man is trying to come out that told me this years ago that happened. So this has always been a part of the rumor mill. Wendy Williams has always been exposing the diddler. And she actually lost her job, one of her radio hosting jobs, and she was kind of blackballed and blacklisted from the entertainment industry for a few years before she was reintroduced and before she reappeared with her daytime TV show. She was blacklisted. Like, I don't think people really realize how much power Diddy had. So for everybody to be like, oh wow, all of a sudden everybody want to come out now. He was legit ending people's lives. He was ending people's careers. Y'all seen what he did to Sean. I showed you earlier in the live stream that we did earlier. Sean said, yo, I was defending him. I get the court, and he had people testifying against me. He paid people off. The lady that he powed in the face at that club that Sean went down for, she said Diddy did it. Diddy did this to me. She said when I was in a hospital and before I went under anesthesia, before they started to do the surgery, I told them who did it to me. And nobody listened to me. And it's because Diddy paid everybody off. His money was as long as his rap sheet. He was paying everybody off. He was paying off the bouncers. He was paying off the security. He was paying off people to get the to get the videos. He was paying off the people for the hush money. He was doing everything in between to make sure that he could remain a devil behind the scenes. So now, people really sitting up here trying to defend this, and I'm just like, damn, like this is crazy. Like, but I feel I'm like amazed that we're living through this and we're actually seeing this, and we're not just hearing stories and whispers anymore in the dark and in the shadows. Like, we're seeing victims get their just due. And this is going to open the floodgates for other monsters in the industry to get their day as well. So sometimes, the face gotta be, well, the face actually is not even Diddy, because we had Epstein, we had Weinstein, and those were clear men. So y'all can't just say, oh, you're just trying to take a black man down. No, we seen the clear men get taken down too. A couple of them. We done seen a couple of them be outed as pedophiles. We are witnessing the downfall of the boogie monster in the closet, also known as Hollywood and the entertainment industry. We are witnessing it right now. So I don't want to hear anybody saying, oh, y'all just trying to take a black man down. No, F that. Diddy ain't the only one, and he was not the first. So y'all need to stop lying. Y'all lie out here real bad like a Persian rug. He is not the first, and they're not just doing this because he's a black man and they just want to ruin his legacy. No, you cannot continuously be out here terrorizing people, traumatizing people, and legit unaliving people and doing all types of stuff. Could you imagine how many bodies he got? Oh, Jesus Lord. This is probably just a tip of the iceberg. But like I said, I personally do not think that Diddy will be able to handle not being Diddy in his lifetime. I just don't know that he would be able to handle that. And if they do let him off, and he's going to continue to have a fall from grace, and I think that it would serve him well to get the hell up out of America, go find him a wife somewhere, and live a quiet life, and get some extensive therapy. If just in case he's by some magical force or some witchcraft or whatever he got conjuring or hootie hoo or whatever he got going on, he gets off. He needs to get the hell out of. He needs to pull a Russell Simmons, but Diddy also needs to get. I believe he needs to find a wife or marry one of his baby. Well, dang, he only got 2 baby mothers. Marry the latest one that he got a toddler with. No one would marry him. His baby mother, I believe his last baby mother would absolutely marry him because she had a baby for him present day. He has like a 2-year-old baby. So she probably would marry him. She had a baby for him. She gave him her womb. That woman Gina that came out, that went on Tasha K show and said that he kicked the baby out of her stomach and he beat her up and dragged her up and down the street. She went right back to him. So y'all think, okay, I don't feel like Diddy deserves to be with anybody or whatever. I'm just saying, if he wants to even try to redeem himself even slightly, if he gets off, if he gets proven like not guilty or whatever, it would serve him well to get out of Dodge and to try to settle down and be like the family guy that he claims he is, like to actually live up to that. That's what I think. I'm going to open up the call lines. If anybody want to call in, y'all cannot cuss. Do not cuss because I cannot have it. And you got a couple minutes if you want to call in. If not, I'm going to get out of here. I just wanted to come and read the article to you all and, see what y'all had to say about it. Wish that hell on no one. I agree with y'all. I do. I'm just saying, like, looking at things from multiple sides. Like, if he wanted to try, or maybe it's too late. Maybe he should have gotten married. Y'all know I'm not an advocate for Diddy. I'm just thinking of how could things possibly turn around for him at all if they could. But I believe that he does not deserve bail. And I also believe that he should be in jail. I do. If he gets off, he never gonna be back to who he was if how it's going. That's true. I agree, Janetta. I'm gonna see if I could find where Sloan Bella said that she thought, do you have an Amazon shop? Sunset? Yes, I do. I actually just set one up today. I can post the link for it probably like in another hour, probably in the morning. Tomorrow, I'll post the link.
So, well, y'all, the boogeyman finally got caught. I just want to know what in tarnation was he doing with over 85,000 gallons of baby oil?
That part took me out. That was crazy.
Is it for like going into the booty hole or what was that part? Like that was a lot. But I do feel like Diddy is going down because he is the necessary monster for now. Mm-hmm. Because you remember back in 2019, R. Kelly was the necessary monster.
Yes.
And so I do feel like it is a one by one type of situation. Like art, like Jay-Z is next. If you can see the lineup, he is next. Then they said after him is Quincy Jones. I don't know. But what I do know is if you don't, I hate these dogs, man. I swear to God. Anyways, that's what I was saying. I don't know what's going on, but I do know that diddling time, diddling people and fondling them and then confiscating people booty holes and coochie holes and stuff like that. You know, I never really liked Diddy because he just seemed like a super freak. I used to see him dancing around. Like, why is there a 45-year-old man doing pop locks and splitting them? And when it was during COVID, and he came out with that silk press, and he literally declared the doors of Sodom and Gomorrah open, just so the gay clubs could be open. So you can go up in there and deal people. And did you hear about how they said Trey Songz was sitting in his lap, singing in
Yes.
his ear, and making out with him, talking about the neighbors know your name? I'm about to beat the straight up touch this. Get away from me. I'm serious.
Oh my goodness. Hello? Okay, we're gonna take the next caller. Hey, Enlightening.
Hey, Love Jones.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm just sitting here listening back to you. First of all, I want to say that Diddy is an abusive, freaked out monster. But I do think him not getting married was kind of smart, even though it didn't fit his image, because inside who he is, that never was gonna work, and he would have been half of his money already gone outside of these lawsuits.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was just staying true to himself and his greed with that.
I feel you. So you feel like if he would have been married, he would have had to get a divorce, and is that what you mean?
Yeah, it would have got it would have gotten really ugly had he married any of those women, especially being the man that he is.
That makes sense. But I guess I'm thinking like maybe if he would have got married, he would have tried to put on a better front. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It ain't no saving him at this point. I just was bringing that up because I was thinking like, what could just possibly like change things for him? You know, like. But Janetta said it best. There is no coming back from what he did. I just think that he needs to get off the grid and just stay out the way like Russell Simmons. That's what it gives.
Yeah, definitely. And I agree. It would have maybe helped his image, but when that divorce came out, it probably would have read like Cassie lawsuit.
Well, thank you for calling in, boo.
No problem, boo. It's good talking to you.
Of course. Later.
All right. Bye.
Hey, Amarella.
Hey, Love Jones. Hey, Love Buzz. How y'all doing this evening?
How you doing? So, what do you think about all of this?
I think there's would not have been anything that would have been able to help Diddy's situation or his image, because just recently there's been about 4 or 5 cases released about men who have uh, shrugged or sedated their wives and had other males intimately engaging with them unbeknownst to them. So I think it would have, I don't think him being married at all, and if he does somehow escape the clutches of the feds, that anything would save his image at all.
That's terrible that men would do that to their wives. Like, what is wrong with men? Like, are they like, oh my god.
I'm sorry, but a lot of them, somebody in your chat one time, a long time ago, called me jaded, but I'm like, this is why men terrify me in some ways. Like, not saying there aren't good men out there, but seeing these types of stories, Diddy, all the other cases I've seen, these men are, some of them are walking demons and they are terrifying to be around.
That's true. I agree. So, if
Yeah,
he does get off, like, what do you think he needs to do?
I think he just needs to do a wrestle and flee to Bali, but other than that, there's not much else he can do because he's already been exposed. Like a company said, 1,000 bottles of lube and baby oil. What in God's green earth were you doing? That is crazy. I have a bottle of baby oil from 3 years ago.
part. Like I'm still working on my jar of coconut oil. And then he
Exactly.
had
Like,
all of
what are you doing?
the actual toys. I'm like, what was he doing? Like what?
We know what he was doing, but it's still unimaginable.
And then they said that he would just like have surveillance all around his house and he would watch what everybody was doing on his phone.
Mm,
That's
yeah,
creepy. Like, and then to think like, were his children living with him? Like, where was his kids? He still has minor children. Where were his daughters when he was doing all of this? Like that.
it's
That is
stomach
what I keep
turning.
thinking about.
It really makes you ill to think there are people walking around like this. It's just wild. It doesn't make any sense.
And then you got cameras all over, so you watching your daughters get dressed. Like, what are we doing here?
Mm.
I don't know.
I really can't say much because it's just scary. It's like, who in the world thinks to do these things? Why do you need cameras in every inch of your house? And why are you dumb enough, if you're going to do this, to save evidence, to nail yourself to the to the cross? Like, you're dumb.
Because he figured that was his way of saving himself by blackmailing people with the footage.
But how many times have we seen where people have done that and it came back to bite them?
That part. But I
You
think
can't
Diddy,
have
like I
them.
said, he had a God complex. He didn't ever thought. I don't think he ever foresaw this happening.
I don't think he. I think he was too arrogant and too, like you said, the God complex, too full of himself to believe he could ever go down. He really thought he was King Kong out here.
Exactly. That part.
Well,
But thank
Christmas
you
came
for
in
calling
September.
in.
Thank you for having me. And Christmas came in September and took him down, and I think we should all be happy about that.
That part. Shouts out to you being a mod.
Thank you. Thanks for having me as a mod. I love stepping on these trolls sometimes.
Oh my God. Y'all be cracking me up in the chat. I just be like, oh my God. I love it. All right. Later,
Alrighty.
boo.
Well, have a good night.
You too. Yes, Meese, the title is real. I read the article at the top of the show. Hey Mel, how are you?
Hey, Love Jones, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay.
So what do you think about all of this?
Wow, it's a lot. I think that again, I didn't read the article that you read, but I mean, based on your title here, that's what kind of triggered me to call in. I think that a couple of months ago, he's been having these issues for a little while, whether it was first the Cassie pay, where he did, the exposure that rightly so he got. And then after that, there was something else that happened. I think it was another lawsuit in spring or something. And at that time, I had called into Armand's show. He did a show about a live stream, and they were all joking and having a good time or whatever, just making jokes about the freaks off and everything. And I came in, and it just was a pin drop. I said, "Do you think that he might perish?" People went, "Whoa, that went dark." Now I'm not psyching anything, but this was months ago. I felt this. I was like, I feel that it was giving me the Jeffrey Epstein energy, and I was going down the road to say, I personally feel that when you are a man or woman that deal with such dark, doings and destroying people's lives and just making just being so miserable, making other people miserable, sometimes those kind of people they pass away in their sleep because it's such a darkness to that energy, to that kind of whatever you're doing. You just don't know. It could be other people, it could be yourself, it can also just be something that would just take you right on out. And I think that he's obviously a very sick individual, and
Yeah.
very sick. And also I was going to say this too. If he is this ultra sexual person, I don't understand why he wouldn't have gone down the road of the Hugh Hefners or the Larry Flint, because we have white men in society who have built up a whole business around play boy or girl, whatever it was, just a whole industry about that. And Hollywood celebrated. It was out in public, and they had parties, and this was what it was. Although I know in the Playboy situation, there were some dark things over there too.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to do the OnlyFans, if you want to be like a porn, king or whatever you want to do, you could do that publicly. But I think for me, his kink, and that's just allegedly just my opinion, some people's kink is that they like to control. And I bet you he probably gets off on people crying Perry,
Yeah. Yep.
you hear me? Yeah, I think that's, Love Jones is absolutely disgusting. Some people in this world, man or woman or whatever, they can't get excited sexually unless somebody's feeling totally destroyed. They in a fetal position, crying about something, and now that this is the time they want. I think you remember the picture. What's love got to do with it? They leasing the picture, right? He
Hmm.
felt that way about Tina. He couldn't really get excited unless she was,
Yeah.
totally destroyed. So that's really dark. That's very, very, very dark and sick. And I don't know. I don't know. Listen, God, I think only God can help him now. He better just sort of do his prayers and ask for forgiveness, but I don't know. It's very dark, but it had to stop because that energy is just it's just crazy. I was going to say too, when I was younger, that crew, they definitely were around New York City all the time. And again, you being from New York City, you probably, because my cousins used to go. Now it wasn't him, but they used to do the parties with Mace and Junior Mafia, and all. They used to come to Brooklyn and Queens all the time. They used to come up in their little cars and party on Flatbush and party around. So people, it's been this energies, all these stories, these myths about him has been around for decades.
Exactly. Like 30 years, legit. Like,
Yes, and I
man,
would, and I want to say too. I saw that you went through some controversy, and I'm so sorry about that because
thank you.
when I'm very sorry about that because this is the thing I would say I'm gonna drop down.
Mhm.
um, you explained yourself, and you actually said it a couple of months ago when when the casting thing came out. You sort of hinted at what you went through, which was very scary.
Mhm.
But nobody, nobody is responsible for being drugged. A person could be drinking a bottle of water and still somebody can put something crazy in there. Nobody's ever responsible. They can drink cranberry juice, bottled water, some tea, and men and women have been taken down just drinking they can be drinking a health drink, a smoothie, and be totally, just taken down. So yeah, nobody's responsible when some sick person playing, nasty games decide to be disgusting, basically. And you know what? The person who did that you felt did that, they lucky you didn't, you know, go to the police, and because they could have definitely got in trouble with everything that's going on.
Yeah, it's crazy. I wasn't even really gonna come out right. Like you said, I did hint to it, like because I talk to y'all all the time. Sometimes I just say stuff,
I remember.
but I just was like, with light of everything that's happening, maybe me even saying this will just make people more aware of their surroundings. And but like you said, you could legit be out at the gym and somebody could do that. You just never know, you
I've
know?
heard. You know what? You do stories on about TikTok and everything like that, and do I know relatives? My beautiful cousins, and have they said, "Oh, I was at work, or I was at the gym, or I was at school, Miss Lovejoy, I was at college."
Yep.
And I'm studying with this person. The next thing you know, I'm feeling, I'm like, oh shit, excuse me, oh damn. So, it's definitely we have to be honest. We have predators in this world. We have predators out there. And they will get it won't always be in a loud party. It could be very you could go to a date at Starbucks and come on. So yeah, you definitely gotta be very careful. Nobody's responsible for these sick predators out there. Absolutely not.
That part. But thank you for calling in, Mel. Thank you for your input.
You welcome and stay strong. I know this is definitely a heavy topic, so hopefully you drinking your teas, you get your sage and just shake it
Mhm.
off because it's dark right now with this with the election, the story. It's enough. It's a very very dark time with this stuff. So it's crazy.
It really is.
Yeah. All
Okay.
right. You okay.
All right, bye. Hey, sunflower.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you, honey?
I'm good.
Um, Now first off, did he didn't get out of jail, did he?
No, mm-mm.
Okay,
Nope.
good.
He's on
Okay.
unaliving himself watch.
Well, I could see that, but kind of when we look at how everything's been moving, they're going to keep him alive. They're not going to let an Epstein happen again. That's for sure, and that's just because whether they're going to do some type of ritual in regards to holding him up, not esoterical, but maybe like holding him up for an example.
Oh.
But Diddy has to stay alive, right? So that's one thing. And we can go round and round the mulberry bush about it, but it still comes down to the bag. And it's just like, and you know, we're all online, you know, we all are some big dysfunctional family on these YouTube streets, and we know how it's going because it's like I do apologize for that barrage of you know, bots that just swarmed, and it's swarming a lot of them, especially you and Storm, and it's really just like, are you guys kidding me? And when you really look at the whole totality of it, it's just like, okay, the jig is up, and now, like when you turn on a light and all the roaches start scattering, this is just kind of where it's at because everybody who's really not what they're perceived to be or demonstrating themselves to be, they're naked, and it's just like, okay, and see, and what we're in September, it's September 19th today, and it's just like you could say Cat Williams or you could just say 2024 or whatever, but it's just been every little, I know for myself personally, every little like the soundtrack of your youth, all your heroes and idols that are still left, they're either passing off from the flesh, or they're just being exposed to being, you were not anything what we were what we thought that they were, you know, because I'm thinking about Diddy as, you know, a teen, and he was just this and just that, and it's just like, okay, you allegedly, I mean, there's just no way you didn't have something to do with Biggie's unaliving or Tupac's. You've been
That part.
absorbing you've been absorbing personas for 30 years right in front of us, and we've just been distracted by everything else but what we should have. And when it comes to like just like some of the things that we dialogue with every day, when the people that actually watch the show, the love bugs, not the trolls that come in and just harass, because they're on no, they're on other people's lives too, you know what I mean, because so it's just like, oh, so this is some little like troll farm tease bullshit you got going on, whatever. And then there's some people that make content specifically on beef channels or hating or whatever, but all right, you know, but we see you though, right? And it's just like, well, you guys are all fake. But, I mean, and then Storm, and last time Storm was like chatting with us, he was just like he was like, well, you know, 95% of this is just all bull. And it is. And it's just like, so now it's like, well, how do I still make my money off you now that you know the jig's up? You know what I mean? So it's just like everyone's just trying, let me just recoup, let me do this. And it's just like some of the comments that came at you, I'm like, okay, I know you got hot breath and you're sitting doing, you know, the keyboard crusader tease, but it's like, something else is this. This is not right. And it's just like my thing, and to close it off, is just like, we've got to be mindful of the monsters that these people are. Now, if you don't want to go on the female route, you want to do your incel manosphere shit, okay, then there was Wolf, there was Mac, there has been lots of bodies behind Diddy. Lots of people's career has been shelved. Anne Marie. She, you know, anybody that came on Jimmy Kimmel like 10 years ago, they would have, you know, one little show and you hear a little bit, something like that, and then you never heard from them again. What happened to all those artists that, and it was basically taking away our culture and giving it to someone else? Not cool. And not cool. And basically, you know, you mammies, you pick me's, you know, you dusties, whatever. You're not going to win on this one this time around. Okay. No one needs 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Okay, and then just that narrative. Oh, she wanted the freak offs. She was doing it. Why would you want to come forth and just say about an incident that that is more common than not? Why would you want to put your mouth on it, knowing the kind of backlash she got? And we saw her get drop kicked like football.
Yep.
On camera. Okay, so and just like Mel had said before, people can drug you all types of ways, or rug you all types of ways. On the skin. They don't have to put something in your drink. They could rub up against you.
They're putting things on women's cars when they're coming out of your car. They're saying you got to be careful of taking a piece of paper off of your handle. They're doing all sorts of things. They're handing women pieces of paper that's laced with stuff. So for people to just still like be in this like blame, let me hold up, son. Dior, you stupid bitch. I keep allowing you to leave comments, but you are getting on my last fucking nerves. I'm trying not to cuss. You will be blocked if you keep on with this stuff. Stop playing in my chat or you will get blocked. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, didn't Kim Jong-il like kill his uncle in an airport? What do you mean I can't get to you and do horrible things to you?
Yep.
That's just sometimes, so it's like, of course somebody wouldn't want to go forward and saying, this might have happened to me. Anybody who's been to a rave or in a modern space, that could happen. That somebody could roofie you or do something like that. So that's common. And these people were, look at what they were. Look how deep it was. Look at all those big bodies hanging around and don't apply, let it fly. She's picking herself up between the washer and the dryer, and but Misha up under cars. Okay.
She hit him first, said something to him first. Like, there's nothing that Cassie could have done to warrant him kicking her, throwing stuff at her, and dragging her. Like, if she was so bad, why didn't he just let her leave? And even with Misha, like just let them go. If you're being abused by a woman, that you physically have more strength in her. Let her leave if she's trying to escape.
No, because she's this Svengali type of femme fatale. And how did it? No, let me try to quote it verbatim. She went through his phone, said he was cheating, hit him on the phone, hit him on the head with the phone. He went in the shower. She took the stuff. What? Could you even lie? And this is someone who's getting paid quite good money to stand up before a news podium and basically say, oh, that it was all Cassie. How are you going to flip it on Cassie? But we don't see what we saw. Okay. But just stay encouraged, love bugs and community. It'll be as best as it's going to be. And as long as he doesn't have any sheets, which, in his cell, which he shouldn't anyway, he should be on a hard bunk, 3 hots in a cot, stop, pawning off the babies on passports and all the money and all the stuff you've hidden off seas with Russell and everybody else, and just fess up, because if you're so innocent and it's just some woman who's just your preference too, and that's a lovely thing about it, your preference turned you out and made you had freak offs, okay, and I've got a bridge in Brooklyn I'd love to show you. Yes.
Wow.
But you have a good night, honey, and I'm back in the bushes. Okay.
Okay. Bye. Oh my God. I'm about to get out of here. Something's going on with my laptop, you guys. I don't know what is happening, but I love you all so much. Thank you for calling in. I'll be back again soon. Yeah, I had to block that person because I don't know what's going on. Like, people just coming here to troll so bad. Like, and I just try to let people stay because, sometimes people just be excited or whatever, but it's like, you're not going to be coming up in here disrespecting my love bugs that call into the show. Like, that's just so inappropriate, and I'm not going for it. I didn't even mean to cuss him out like that, but I'm tired of people Y'all are gonna get cussed out. I don't care. Like, I've been trying to do better, but enough is enough. I told y'all, I'm a crazy bitch. I don't even want to use that much profanity on my show. But you're not gonna come in here and play with me or play in my face. I'm not doing it. And yeah, like I said, I don't know what's going on. I might have to go to the Apple store or something. I don't know. But I'm gonna go like, comment, subscribe, share, because I know that you care. I love you all so much. You are a superstar, main character all day. Life is a movie. You starring in it. You sense a sage. Don't let nobody play in your face. You got this. Son, where you from? I think Blessed One was asking where you was from, and she said she loved your accent before we get out of here. What country are you from? Before we go. Hey, Amanda, welcome to being a member. Sending love to you, Mia. You stay strong too, boo. Wait. I don't think Sun is up. Sun must have left. She got out of here. All right. Oh, she's still in here. She says she's from Scotland and she lives in Manchester. England. If my laptop was like, what is going on with my laptop? Look at this. Why is it doing this? I don't have time for this. Oh my God. No, it's looking like I'm going to need a new laptop soon, you guys. Ugh, that's so aggravating. Dang. All right. Bye, guys. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way.